Why am I torturing myself like this? Man, I thought we would have a fun, relaxing video. But right off the bat, as soon as I open this page, I am met with Valiant Lover by Blue Pirate, A Knight / Apple. It has Regulus and Vertin in it, but it's fluff. I love those two so much. Slightly one-sided. Bonding over wine. Gay. Male homosexuality. No plot / plotless. Just cute interactions. One shot. Short one-shots. Apple and A Knight. First meet and greets to more and many more and wine talks. It's the very first one. I mean, this was uploaded today, yes, which it makes sense. I mean, okay. Let's move on to the next one. For the Foundation by The Grand Teller. SCP Foundation, Boku no Hero Academia, Reverse 1999. What a weird, dark comedy. I mean, sure, the Foundation is a little more than a shell of what it once was after the wars it has endured. Little fragments are still left behind of their existence, but quickly fading away. But one will never fade away, even if it tries every step along the way to stop the redacted, as that's what its burden duty was on this earth, even if nobody is left to see it. What? Context? Hello, 28k words? 7 chapters? I'm impressed, low-key, but like, that is such a weird combination. Reverse 1999, Boku no Hero Academia, and Reverse 1999. SCP, by the way. Wild. Let's move on. The day the storm struck. Creator chose not to use archive warnings. Seneto and Vertin. This is the beginning, so not much to summarize here, other than it's just a setup for the rest of the chapters. So, okay, let's move on. A chaotic wedding. Click. Necrologist Vertin. Seneto. Tenant. Balloon party. Pavia. Out of character. You think? It was a request. Okay, let's skip. Shipwreck by Miku Farmer. We're just gonna slap every series. Mega Man, Volcano Princess, Xenoblade 3, Rune Factory, Fire Emblem. Okay, let's look at the characters that I'm interested in. Eagle, Reverse 1999. Okay, sure. Mio, Xenoblade 3. Okay. N doesn't approve. X. Wait, that isn't X from Reverse 1999. MB. Who? Dimitri Alexander Bladelid. Okay, let's move on. Miracle by Nanfrost. I did check this one out a bit. It's just a Schneider Vertin. Well, let's move on. Bloodstained Lipstick. Eternity / Tenant. Lilia, Vertin, Druvis III. Seneto, Zima, Sexual Tension. Lesbian character, gay panic, drunken flirting, slow dancing, woman being awesome, 1960s slow bird, gay chemistry. Gay chemistry does not equal science. Bartenders, oh my god, oh, song, flirtatious woman. I'm not gonna even read the description of that one. Gunpowder and coffee. Schneider Vertin. Seneto Vertin. Matilda Buonich and Vertin. Barista AU. Okay. It fits the narrative better. Says who? The real Vertin. Okay. Vertin's bored. It's been a slow day. She's only served 5 people at most, and they've all been at the beginning of her shift. The only other person she's seen walk into the cafe was Matilda, and she went straight to Seneto, meaning she went on her break. That means not only does Vertin not have anyone to talk to, she's behind the counter alone and doesn't have an excuse not to deal with customers, if there are any, or a Vernider coffee shop AU. Vernider or whatever. I mean, sure, 4K words, it's going somewhere, but common trend with these fanfics is They're chapter 1 or chapter something out of question mark. So who knows? Are these stories ever gonna find an ending? I have no idea. Alrighty, let's move on. YN's True Love. I don't like the tags on this one. Your psychologist has recently deemed you insane, so you got to put in the mental hospital, sadly enough, for being a a good person. You sadly enter your new home when suddenly you see Oliver Fogg! Find out what happens in this thrilling story with love, romance, angst, and more. Mental hospital AU, mental health issues. X is your rival. Oliver Fogg hates you. This is satire, I promise. 2 chapters, almost 500 words. You know, guys, I think we need to give this one a chance. We saw this description already. Chapter 1, Oliver Fogg. Wowee! Your psychologist has recently deemed you insane, so you got put in the mental hospital, sadly enough, for being a good person. You sadly enter your new home when suddenly you see Oliver Fogg, the hottest hottie around. Ew, he mutters as he rolled his eyes. Don't bother me, I have things to be doing, like finding ways to get out of here, he said in such a dreamy tone that you couldn't resist falling in love since he'll warm up to you eventually, right? It's day 2 of being trapped with Oliver Fogg, the hottest guy around, and things have been horrible since I can't read this seriously. Things have been horrible lately since Oliver, your haughty crush, has been ignoring you. You cannot allow this, as you're the prettiest girl around and every man in this mental hospital fell for you already. So you decided on a plan to win his heart, stealing his belongings so he asks you, and then you go to a private place and share a deep, meaningful, romantic, intimate, and thoughtful kiss. Let's look at the comments. Continue, please. What? Okay. Chapter 2. YN finally put a plan into motion, but a stinky rat had to ruin it all. It's the second day of being in the mental hospital, and the day YN puts her plan into motion. Going up to Oliver's side of the room, she would sneakily snatch his umbrella. With her perfectness, he'll never find out it's her. Then she would go and find a hiding place for it, which she settled on being the toilets. Sure, some people might have seen her, but her beauty would make them shut it and not be a snitch, right? A few hours later, she would see Oliver frantically running around trying to find his umbrella. Perfect, YN whispered as he planned to walk up to Oliver, just to see a man walk up to him instead. "Hey, X, do you know where my umbrella is?" Oliver said, looking everywhere still. "God damn it, why ask him and not me? Of course it's of course it's in the bathroom, where YN hid it," X exclaimed proudly. "What the hell? What a snitch! God damn it, I knew it was Ian," Oliver Fogg groaned as he looked at me with annoyance. While Oliver walked away to the bathrooms, X would walk up to me. "Do you think I don't see what you're doing?" X said with a shit-eating smile. Quite frankly, I do, and I'm gonna stop what you're doing." YN would grasp at his boldness. "Why would he, an ugly dude, try to stop me, the prettiest girl ever? But why?" YN complained, trying to act like the victim. "Personal reasons." X would then walk off to the direction where Oliver went. "She'll just have to watch out for X the next time." I went crazy. Maybe this is my fan fiction, you know? Better than I expected. It is the appropriate amount of mental illness. How could this happen? Reverse 1999, Fire Emblem Fuka Getsu. Okay, oh no, Xenoblade 3, by Miku Farmer. Shipwreck, which was also same series, different characters. We have Mio, Dimitri, Alexandre, Bladewood, and we had Eagle. Yeah, it's the same author. How could this happen? Mercedes von Martinez, Furton Reverse 1999, and Senna from Xenoblade. Okay, Regulus, Apple, Survivor Guild. What? That is such a weird combo of characters, don't you think? Oh, the same author is back again. How Did I Get Here by Miku Farmer, Schneider Vertin, Matilda Buoni, Sonetto, Tooth Fairy, Regulus. Vertin finds herself in a world where Schneider is alive, but there is no storm? Question mark. How did she get here, or is this a dream and does she want to go back? 548 words. You know, curiosity has gotten the best of me. Let's check it out. Vertin woke to begging in a bed. She didn't remember falling asleep. The last thing she remembered was Schneider disappearing, the storm taking her, and it hurt Vertin knowing she was gone. Vertin took a deep breath. Now not the time to think about that. She thought she needed to figure out where she was. Looking around the room, she was in some room in Tooth Fairy, question mark. She was looking through a bag that was she was looking through a bag. What's she doing here, and what and where are they? Did she fall unconscious and something happened? Vertin felt her head. It was hurting a bit. She had a headache. When she did that, she felt bandages. Huh, bandages, Vertin thought. She felt her head. More bandages were wrapped around her head. Did she hit her head? She needed to ask Tooth Fairy about this. Vertin started to get up from the bed. The second she did that, she stumbled up, grabbing onto the bed to prevent her from falling. She knocked over something on the table next to the bed. The noise alerted Tooth Fairy. She noticed Vertin was up. The noise alerted Tooth Fairy. She noticed Vertin was up. Careful, she said to Vertin as she helped her. What happened? Where are we? Vertin asked. You hit your head helping Schneider, saving her from falling. You've been unconscious for 3 days, she told her. Wait, Schneider? Vertin thought Schneider was gone. Before Vertin could ask any more questions, the door opened. The person that was there shocked Vertin. It was Schneider, but how? She looked happy. She ran over and hugged Vertin. You're awake, she said to her. Schneider, don't do that. You're still injured. The voice, it was Sonetto. She approached Vertin. I'm glad you're awake, Vertin, she said. Vertin, without any hesitation, hugged Schneider back and began to cry. You're here, but how? Vertin said. What do you mean, my lord? Schneider asked. I saw you get traversed. The storm took you, Vertin yelled. Everyone was confused. The storm, what are you talking about? Sonetto said. I think she had a nightmare, Tooth Fairy said. No, Sonetto. Don't you remember? No, we're not doing the accent. No, Sonetto. Don't you remember you were there? The storm happened. It took everyone. It wasn't a arcanist. It took Schneider since she wasn't one. Vertin said. I'm afraid I don't understand what you're saying. Sonetto said. It was probably a dream, she said. Vertin didn't know what else to say to get them to believe her, so she decided to ask some other questions. Is anyone here other than us? She asked first. Right now, X, Matilda, and Regulus went to go find supplies, Sonetto said. X, Regulus, and Matilda are here, well, not here, but looking for supplies, Sonetto thought. Before she could ask anything else, Tooth Fairy wanted to examine Vertin's head. Vertin didn't want to let Schneider go, but she had no choice. Don't worry, I'll be back to bring you food, she told Vertin before leaving. She kissed Vertin on the cheek. Sonetto left her there, leaving only Vertin and Tooth Fairy. Tooth Fairy was looking at Vertin's head injury. It's looking better, she told her. Vertin didn't know what to say anymore. They didn't believe her. Was it really a dream? Vertin just sat there as Tooth Fairy changed her bandages. She didn't know what else to say. I do want to encourage this guy to write stuff, but structure, please. I had a stroke reading that. Structure, please. Why is that thing appearing? Anyways, Yuri Gachaverse fueled by requests. Arknights, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Reverse 1999. Okay, Eagle, Monlicht, Schneider, Vertin, Sealy, Luca, Pella, Bronya? Yes. Ganyu, Ying, Lumine, Paimon, Swire, Blondie. Snow Sant. Swire the Sugar Mommy. I disagree. Let's move on. Suitcase Stories. Now this one I did check out. It looks like a slice of life, just a regular story. Let's read the summary. The most logical decision Vertin made for her team was utilizing her suitcase as the headquarters for the Arcanist under her care. It's capable of housing their growing numbers, which have exceeded 50. It is self-sufficient with its ability to grow plant life within. It is immune to the effects of the storm, meaning even if their missions are to be ended abruptly by it, retreat is simple. It is portable, only needing a single Arcanist to be its carrier as well as its guard. It's fashionable, looking good wherever the Timekeeper would go. Even Madame Z approved of this decision, and she's no fool. You're goddamn right. Yet it was also the most illogical decision she has ever made, because the most illogical thing you can do in this world is stuffing a bunch of Arcanists into one bag and expecting nothing to happen. These are merely a droplet in the sea of stories of the chaos within the suitcase. So, Leilani, Hawaiian socialite, yep. I see numbers, so that's John Titor. I see DK. Okay. Computer engineer, is that... I don't know who that is. Titor, yep, we already saw Titor. Poltergeist. Sweetheart. Door, Tenant. Every character must be here. Omake 1, outside the suitcase. Timekeeper, the suitcase was set on fire again. Again? What incident number is the 2nd of this week, 5th of this month, 17th of all time? Much less than I remember. So, what is it this time? Medicine Pocket, Lilia, La Source. According to the reports and eyewitnesses, it was Voyager. That's new. How did she do it? It says here that she had summoned a meteorite. Senator, let's go have some lunch. But what about the suitcase, Timekeeper? A sandwich sounds nice. Is that okay with you? Yes, a sandwich sounds nice, Timekeeper. You know, this needs to be drawn. This is not bad. There's multiple omakes. Let's check the next chapter. Assuming it will load. Thank you. So, more dialogue, more things happening. Honestly, much longer than I expected it to be. And again, you have omakes. Okay, maybe I will visit this later. I'm definitely interested in reading this. Wishes and Toffees. This is just a typical Senato Vertin. One of the few fanfics that were actually completed, unlike everyone we've seen thus far, which are, you know, chapter whatever out of question mark. So let's move on. The killing carried on and on and on. Vanessa. Belgium 1940. Schneider as a German Heer soldier. Senato and Vertin as British troops. Okay. The Fall. It's just a Blondie Jessica pre-Nightmare at Green Lake. Okay. An excerpt from To Your Eternity, A Hapless Dream. As Vertin lies unconscious, the healers and her friends of the suitcase struggle to keep her alive. She's badly wounded and suffering, yet her closest friend and co-worker stares and watches from afar. Okay. Until spring, when the ice thaws. Pavia Zima. Slow burn. Honestly, might be the most normal looking one. I mean, never mind. That is not the most normal one. But, you know, Zima. We like Zima here. I don't know. Click Horopedia. Rape non-consensual. Out of character. Yeah, I bet. Horopedia top. Click bottom. Spit as lube. Nope. Diggers is a piss boy. Piss kink. Reader insert. Spanking. Punishment. Filming. Humiliation. Praise and degrading, but mostly degrading. Diggers is a brat. Dominant reader. Orgasm denial. Slight hair pulling. Diggers gets punished for being a brat and not listening. Excuse me? What the fuck? Okay. This is just the first 20 fan fictions out of 623. As you can see, majority of it is gay. Let's see the warnings. Never mind. Let's look at the ratings. Honestly, I expected more explicit than general audiences. So, hey, I'll take this. At least the majority are just normal fan fictions. Let's see. What is the most favorite or most popular ships? Verton Schneider, okay, to be expected. Sonetto Verton, to be expected. Matilda Buonich Sonetto. Pavia Zima is too high. What happened? Do they like appear in a story somewhere? Sonetto Verton. Didn't we see Sonetto Verton? Wait a second. So slash and are different. So if it says Sonetto and Verton, it's normal. But if it says Sonetto slash Verton, it's romantic. I see. Tooth Fairy, Madame Z. Medicine Pocket X, Schneider, Sonetto, Blonnie, Jessica. Yeah. I think we call this here. The last two especially kind of went from 0 to 100 really quick. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.